snaps right in there. The magazine, extra magazine goes here.
Cary Baker owns A.W. Peterson Gun Shop in Mount Dora. He's also a Republican former lawmaker who often debated Florida's law that currently requires a license to carry a concealed firearm. Lake County Republican Representative Anthony Sabatini has filed a bill that would allow those who can legally possess guns to do so without a permit. The bill will also allow gun owners to open carry, which means they would be visible and allowed in most public places. More than 30 states currently have some form of open carry, and Baker says the visibility of a firearm is a crime deterrent and improves public safety.
And where that's occurring now, no problems at all whatsoever. So the whole fear of a wild, wild west and people being scared or increased crime, none of that is true. As a matter of fact, the opposite.
Currently, Sabatini's bill does not have a Senate sponsor, and it's not scheduled to be heard in any committee. But the Senate president has said that if it came to the floor, he would support it.
What I would say is that if a constitutional carry bill gets to the Senate floor and it's heard on the Senate floor, and I will vote yes.
Governor Ron DeSantis has also indicated he supports it.
Vehemently opposed to it.
Orange County Sheriff John Mina, a Democrat, calls the idea of open carry dangerous, especially when you consider the more than 70 million tourists who visit Central Florida every year.
We already have too many guns on the street. I'm really concerned about those day-to-day interactions with people who get into disagreements and arguments, and I don't think it's a good idea for the general public just to be walking around with a firearm on their side.
Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.
And so far